Hi Gemini. So I pulled a card for you. The Queen of Water. Beautiful energy. Then we have on the bottom, Desire. So okay, so then we have, as the intuitive messages, we have the Matrix, Real, Japan, Library, Security Alarm, Mrs. Claus, The Whole of You, Prohibition, Sagittarius Moon, Paparazzi, Tufting Gun, and New Mexico. So these are a lot of messages. Not every reading has a lot of messages, but sometimes like just a lot comes through. Okay. So the first thing that I'm seeing like immediately is in this like Cancer energy. So this is like the Cancer moon energy. I'm a Cancer moon, and so I love this energy. It's beautiful. It's a healthy energy. And then we have this energy right here. And it almost looks like this energy is holding this energy. You see that? The little crab. So that's interesting. It's like looking at it, it's desiring it, it's seeing something in it that it wants. Okay, so then we have the Matrix, and then we have Real right next to it. So the Matrix is real in your own way. Guess we have like our own interpretation of that. And then we have Japan. So that's interesting because my brother is a Gemini sun, and he was just in Japan. So that's interesting. We'll keep coming back around to these energies and just see what this is all about. Okay, and then we have Library, Books. Hold on, there's someone talking. Okay, so we have, so library could mean simply books, a wealth of books, like studying something, a library of knowledge. Then we have security alarm. So this could be like almost like a spiritual thing too. Like something is like alerting you to something like in your energy or someone. Maybe someone being alerted to you. Because we have this Cancer energy, and you could have something in your chart with Cancer. Like, I'm not like, you know, but this little Cancer energy, and it seems like you're holding it. So, we're gonna keep going. Okay, so we have Mrs. Claus. So, I just watched a clip of, I believe it's Santa Claus 2 or Santa Claus 3. The scene where in the clause, like in the statement, like the clause that he signed, he needed to find a Mrs. Claus by a certain time. Or else like it's like null and void, like he can no longer be Santa, or it's something like that. So so that's interesting that that just like came through. And then we have the whole of you. And so this is like that yin yang energy within you. And in a positive way, when you're wielding like your shadow, this looks like shadow energy. the whole of you is like a balanced energy when you're in a yin yang energy. Like finding balance. We have the Mrs. Claus next to it, but I don't want to like project that onto a relationship. I want to like make sure that you're finding that within you, because this is, it seems like the whole of you, finding that with you finding that in yourself, you finding this in yourself. Oh yeah, I put 5 golden rings on for the I'm gonna be posting this on the 5th day of Christmas, so I like specifically wanted to wear 5 golden rings. Okay, so then we have, okay, so the whole of you. Did we get that, what we needed out of that right now? Yeah, okay, so we'll come back to everything, like I said. Then we have prohibition. So this is like, almost to me like detox. Like if you've been overindulging in something, or maybe even like, it might actually have something to do with like drinking. Like there's like a prohibition, a need for prohibition. You've been trapped in some kind of like prohibition, but this is water energy, which means like reminds me of like right now liquor, like water, liquid. Prohibition. I just love this energy. Like I just love that energy. So Sagittarius moon. This is also interesting because my grandmother is a Gemini as well, and she has a Sagittarius moon. So Sagittarius moon is kind of like fiery, like emotionally fiery, emotionally curious, emotionally like imaginative. Like not afraid of like adventure within the emotional area. Emotionally risen to adventure. So, and then we have paparazzi, which is like a very toxic energy. It's never like what you think it is. Like people pay people to come and be paparazzis, or paparazzi can be like stalking energy, like trying to like catch you in like a like you know, not, I wasn't say failing, but catch you stumbling, you know, catch you with like your skirt like a slightly higher than, you know, it's supposed to be because you're getting into a car. You know what I mean? Like that like toxic cruddy energy. Then we have tufting gun. So this is like you know, they use like tufting guns to create carpets. Like they design, I love like carpets, like watching people make carpets, like especially like really cool carpets with like Pokemon or the Simpsons or like something like that, like really cool like artwork and ideas on carpets, and just watching like the whole tufting process is really neat. Maybe that'd be fun for something like um for you to do. Kind of feel like a little bit of an anxious energy coming through. Okay, so New Mexico. This could be just like specific to you. It's not gonna like be something everyone's gonna resonate with. Like whenever I get these states, clearly not everyone's gonna have a connection to every single state. So maybe New Mexico has some kind of like importance to you. Maybe it represents something to you. A couple years ago, actually, I traveled around the US, specifically the West. Like, I traveled around the West, and I just kind of like was almost in this like Sagittarius moon energy. Like, I didn't know where I was going to be going, like my next destination each day. Like, I just like got on the road and started driving, and New Mexico was one of the places that I went to. It was actually one of my favorite places to go. Like, I really liked New Mexico, especially Albuquerque. That was my favorite place, and I can't wait to go there again. So that's interesting. Okay, so we have the Queen of Water energy, super emotional, and it's good form. It's emotionally, it's beautiful energy, and it's upside down form when it's bad form. It's like manipulative, quite manipulative. Or even just like really disempowered, because I'm thinking about Cancer energy, which can almost like let people run over it over and over and over again and not stand up for itself. Until it finds its power. We have this desire card. What is this about? I keep being drawn to this little Cancer energy, like being held here, being looked at. It looks like a dragon. Maybe it's being perceived as something that it's not. Because it's a little crab. It's a beautiful little crab. This goat energy also reminds me of the Capricorn energy, which is a heavy, in tarot, it can be represent the devil card. But Capricorn energy is quite beautiful. I have a lot of Capricorn energy in my chart. So it is quite beautiful when used in a healthy way. Like knowing what your desires are and knowing how to go at them in a healthy way. Like knowing who you are, knowing what your actual desires are. And I'm saying that because Gemini energy, it can mimic energy when it doesn't know who it is. And it's, just knowing who you are, like finding this, like, there's like this dragon energy and finding like the hoard of treasure that's within you and bringing that forth. Like finding your energy, finding this like within you. I keep getting like, just because of how that energy is holding this energy's energy, it feels like that in some way. Like transmuting that into your own energy, because we have the matrix here, which means like everything isn't as you think it is. Like with the security alarm, like it sounds like something is going off, something's blaring, something is either you are being alerted to something or someone is being alerted to you. Just saying, like, this little energy looks like it's in his hand. Whatever that is, why it's coming through, it's just, we have security alarm. But we have like really beautiful energy right here. So there's like a mixture of like odd energy. Like, so security alarm around Mrs. Claus, around the whole of who you are, a paparazzi around a Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus is real. Prohibition. So prohibition also, to me, there's almost like this energy of when you're being told not to do something, it actually makes you want to do it even more. You know, like the prohibition era, like the more people were being told they couldn't like ingest alcohol, the more it became a shadow energy and underground. It was still going on, but it was underground and it became shadowy behavior. So New Mexico, prohibition next to New Mexico. I'm getting like Native American things coming through because we have a lot of like animal energy here too. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, my favorite place that I went to of my entire road trip was the Apache. Was it the Apache? No, Pueblo. It was the Pueblo. It was a museum, and I loved that place. I went through the whole thing. I even got to attend a buffalo dance. Like it was really beautiful. Hmm. Protection. With the buffalo dance, I actually sat next to one of the elders, and I didn't realize I was like doing something wrong. I was just trying to find a place to sit, and there was clearly a section of like over on the other side where a bunch of people were sitting, but there was no place. And so I was trying to find a place to sit, and I ended up sitting next to the elders, and I didn't realize I was like in the wrong section. And I ended up sitting next to a grandfather of one of the people that were dancing, and he was just like telling me the whole time like what they were doing. And he said that the buffalo dance was a prayer for everyone that was there for their journey ahead. And I just thought that was so beautiful because I was traveling. I was obviously like in my car, and so I just felt like extra watched over. Hmm. It was just interesting because this is like deeply mothering energy, like beautiful. This is like the supportive emotional mother. This is her. And that's kind of what it feels like watching over, being watched over, or maybe even someone watching over you. Like you are protected. You're being watched over, maybe by this Cancer energy, or maybe you're like harnessing this in a healthy way and watching over others. Maybe even like protecting them from this energy. Like I keep getting that energy and I don't like it. Like this is like an okay card by itself, like knowing what your desires are, but it looks like someone is like especially with the security alarm here, looks like all this like matrixy energy around him. Like someone is like staring like right at this energy, like holding it in their hand. And I can't tell if they're doing it for a in a good, like whatever they're doing with this. If this is like if you're being alerted to this, um and it's next to the Mrs. Claus energy. Santa's mate. Ooh. So Mrs. Claus and Santa Claus obviously like have a mission together. You know, they're Mrs. and Mr. Claus. Like they have a mission. They work well together. It reminds me also of that movie, oh, with the woman from Murder She Wrote. I believe the name of the movie is called Mrs. Claus. And she has like her own mission in life, but you don't always see that. That might be a beautiful movie for you to go and watch, like Mrs. Claus. I believe that's the name of it. But anyways, so she has like her own mission in life. So the whole of you, like, yeah, maybe you're working together with someone, you both like have a mission together, but also knowing like the harmony of who you are. Maybe the other person is like maybe trying to figure this out within themselves, but it says the whole of you, the yin yang, understanding your light and your shadow and knowing how they work together. It'll help you in like really all of your relationships. Like not just like romantic. It's like a way of like being. It's a lifestyle that you carry on with like anything in your life, with your partner, your friends, your children, like whoever is in your life. It's like knowing that balance within you. We have such like dualistic energy right here. I know this is like a Gemini reading. I just like every time I look at it, it like makes me angry. It looks like something is hovering over something precious and not in a good way. And I don't get that with this card all the time. Like rarely do I get this with this card. Normally it's like knowing what your desires are, like knowing like your ace of fire, like knowing your desires and like how to go about it. But because of how this energy is right here, it feels like haunting in a way. It feels like a little slightly disturbing. I mean, we have security alarm, we have prohibition, tufting gun. What is this tufting gun energy? Tufting gun. Using something to create something else. Create a design, a fabric. Sagittarius moon. Saggy energy is opposite of your energy. Just reminds me like the call to adventure. Like either you're being called to adventure, or in Sagittarius reading, they were actually in like an energy of being called to adventure. So it's interesting, like, but you have this in like your like emotional energy. I don't like this energy right here, like paparazzi, like someone or something like trying to catch you. A Mrs. Claus energy too, like a sacred pure energy, like I don't like it. The whole of you, like this really balanced, like this mission kind of like statement. Protect, if you have like a mission or you're on a mission or whatever that means for you, it just feels like there's a need for extra protection right here. Like if you have like a way of like maybe setting up like a security alarm, however this is coming through for you, I feel like you're gonna know exactly what you need to do, whether this is like emotionally, like putting up stronger boundaries. I wrote a poem about this. I've been like thinking about putting my poetry on this channel, like reading it. So this might be one of the first ones that I do. It's called Air of Protection. About protecting your energy and making sure that other people know what's yours and what's not theirs. Like Like you, like it's an intention that you hold with yourself. Like I just made a video about like energy that I feel like a lot of us are going through, like knowing who deserves to be in your life and who doesn't. Like basically allowing like energy that is like maybe even toxic, like and since we have this like this energy here, making sure like even like this like fiery energy is coming in the correct way. Like come in or don't, like come in correctly or don't come at all. That was like a heavy message like I've been seeing lately. The Matrix is real. Japan. The only thing I can think of is my brother was in Japan a couple years ago. That's where he lived. He was on military. It's just where he chose to live. Japan. Maybe this is just like important to you in some way. I just heard Japanese art. A Japanese library. You found the whole of you in Japan. Something's here with Japan. Maybe that's gonna be something that you're gonna or you're gonna find out. It's gonna come in through like a synchronicity maybe in some way. So just like pay attention like to Japan. Prohibition. Either there's like a need to like be aware of like some kind of pattern, or like maybe overdoing it in some way. If this is like drinking, if you might be like drinking too much, maybe there's a need to prohibition yourself. Um, hmm. I'm not really getting anything else out of this. I don't know what this tufting gun energy is though. Kind of reminds me of this again, but I don't know how it relates to this. But like all these like patterns everywhere. Yeah, I guess that's gonna mean something for you because I'm not pulling anything else through with that. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. Like I don't want to keep picking at it and just getting like tiny pieces. So if there's anything else here, like just like keep your mind open about like maybe some of these synchronicities, like and check out the Mrs. Claus movie. Like not just Santa Claus has a mission, and like Mrs. Claus does too. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. I will see you next time. Bye.